Hello everyone, we're going to do another gas mask test because quite a few people seem to like these videos. So today we're going to do the S10 respirator which I've got on, old British Army model, versus the new Scott GSR. Now I've already done an iron sight test of this, but today we're going to do a scope test. So what I've done is I've set up my Airsoft M4. You have to ignore the clear plastic, that's because of the UCARA thing, Violent Crime Reduction Act and all that. Because I don't have a UCARA licence, so it's not got black plastic. But to get to the point, this is fully to scale with a real M4. So what I've done is I've put a actual rifle scope on it. It's not a SUSAT or an ACOG or anything like that, but it's close enough for doing a video on. And I'm going to see how well I can look down the scope with either gas mask on. Because maybe it's the case that the Scott GSR is better than the S10 when it comes to iron sights. I also got a flak jacket on to make it, more difficult to shoulder. So we'll see which mask wins there. So first for the S10. Now, it does lose some points here because it is harder, although I can do it, to look down an iron sight with an S10. Well, not iron sight, sorry, a scope. Basically, compared to when I did it with the iron sights, the extra height on the scope makes it more difficult to get a cheek weld and everything. The flak jacket obviously doesn't help either, but that's part of the test. Let me try fully extending the stock and see if that makes a difference. Again, I can't see all that well. Yeah, this isn't great. As I said, the S10 is very good with iron sights, but with a scope it's nowhere near as good. Let me just try it on minimum stock length. Again, I can just about see through the scope, but it's not ideal. You have to get a really awkward angle. It's actually easier to keep both eyes open, sort of seeing the crosshair in one eye and where you're aiming with the other eye. Obviously, you could probably hold it away from you, but yeah, it's not great. So let's see if the Scott GSR actually improves on looking down the scope with like flak jackets and all that on than the S10 does. Now to repeat the test with the Scott GSR. As it was suggested in a comment on the other video I did of this, I put the filters the other way up because apparently that makes it a bit easier to sight in a rifle. So, let's have a go. Okay, I can sort of get a better sight picture in the S10 now, but it's still not great. It's a really awkward angle with this pushing against the actual mask. But, I'd worry that if you were shooting a rifle and it was recoiling, it could damage the visor. Let's try extending the stock on this. Again, it's not awful, but I don't think it's significantly better than the S10. Well, compared to the iron sights, this is really difficult. I'll try fully extending the stock now. Okay, I can sort of see the scope again, but it's not great. That would be very uncomfortable to actually shoot. But again, you can sort of do it. So, I think what we've learned is that these British masks aren't actually great for looking through rifle scopes. Now, the SUSAT might be slightly different, but Britain's switching to ACOGs now, not SUSATs. And in all honesty, I don't think an ACOG sits very differently on a rail than this thing does. So, both the S10 and the GSR aren't great for looking through, scopes. I don't know if the GSR is really any better than the S10 for this. I don't get that impression using it here. As you know, I do prefer the S10 to the GSR. I just think it is really a better mask altogether. Obviously you get a better view visor on this, but I'm still not a fan of it. Especially not with the, you have to get an adapter to take normal 40mm filters. I just don't see why it's not done as a standardised thing. I have lots of other little complaints to this mask. Out of all of them, I think the Soviet optical masks actually still do a better job for looking for a scope, so Hold right now, I'm just going to try that now by putting a Soviet optical mask and see how this scope works with it. Right, I've got a Soviet style optical mask on for the flat eye pieces. It's a PBF, let's have a look. Not ideal with this, to be honest, because the cheek filter gets in the way. I'll try the stock Fillion. Now, I think the S10 is slightly better than this, but unless it's in a ShMS, it's not going to be as good because the cheek filter in this gets in the way. So, yeah, they are actually better than the old Soviet masks for this bit at least. Right, let's just try the ShMS for it, just because this is my favourite of the Soviet optical masks. Ah, that's easy. Looks like the Russians win again on this one. I can get a really good sort of view down the sights with the rifle braced, and I can see very clearly from the scope. And that's excellent, it really is. I can have both vision at the same time if I want the both eyes open, or I can close the left eye and get a really good sight picture looking down here. Yeah, that's very, very good. Yep, so actually, the Soviets going back during the Cold War, sort of the 60s or 70s, designed a mask that works much better with rifle scopes than the Allies did. So there you go, a Soviet design from around the 60s or 70s beats both the S10 and Scott GSR for looking down a rifle scope with a mask on. Funny that.